Hi everyone, myself Dr. P. Ashok Babu. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about the lossless transmission line, line distortion and distortionless line of a transmission lines. So here first one, I will discuss about the lossless transmission line. A transmission line is said to be lossless if the conductors of the line are perfect. I repeat once again, a transmission line is said to be lossless if the conductors of the line are perfect, or sigma c tends to infinity, where sigma is a conductivity of a line. Where if sigma c tends to infinity, then also we can say that the transmission line is a lossless transmission line. And for dielectric media, between the two lines is lossless, and for a dielectric media, we can define the lossless as if sigma d tends to 0. If sigma d tends to 0, then we can define the dielectric medium. We can define the lossless medium for dielectric medium. So also here we can define the lossless transmission line. A line is said to be lossless if R is equal to 0, G is equal to 0, where R is the resistance of a line, G is the conductance of a line. For lossless line, we have the propagation constant gamma. The propagation constant gamma is equal to alpha plus J beta, where alpha is attenuation constant, beta is the attenuation constant, beta is the phase constant. Therefore, if alpha equal to 0, then we have gamma is equal to J beta. Gamma is equal to J beta. And we know that gamma is a propagation constant. Gamma is equal to, we have root of R plus J omega L into G plus J omega C. We know that gamma, the propagation constant gamma is equal to root of R plus J omega L into G plus J omega C. As we know that for lossless transmission line, R is equal to 0 and G is equal to 0. If we substitute R equal to 0 and G equal to 0 in propagation constant, then we have gamma is equal to root of J omega L into J omega C. J omega L into J omega C. So here we have J square omega square LC. Gamma is equal to, we have root of J square omega square LC. J square omega square LC. Therefore, you can have gamma is equal to, you can write J beta gamma is equal to J omega into root LC. You can write gamma is equal to J omega into root LC. But here we can define beta, the phase constant beta. Beta is equal to omega into root LC. Therefore, the propagation constant gamma becomes J into the propagation constant gamma becomes J into beta, where beta is equal to omega into root LC. Beta is equal to omega into root LC. Beta is equal to omega into root LC, where alpha equal to 0 for lossless transmission line. Then we have the characteristic impedance. So we know the characteristic impedance Z0 equal to, we have root of R plus J omega L by G plus J omega C. We know that for lossless transmission line, R equal to 0 and G equal to 0. Then we have Z0 equal to characteristic impedance. Z0 equal to is root of J omega L by J omega C. So J omega cancel each other. Therefore, the characteristic impedance Z0 equal to root of L by C. So here you can find out the velocity of propagation. The velocity of propagation in lossless transmission line is Vp. The velocity of propagation Vp is equal to, we have omega by beta, which is equal to 1 by, in place of beta, I am substituting the values. In place of beta, I am substituting, if I substitute the values, omega is nothing but, here it is, omega by beta. So here we know that beta equal to omega into root LC. We know that omega is equal to, we know that beta is equal to omega into root LC. Therefore, the equation becomes omega by beta. Omega by beta equal to 1 by root LC. Omega equal to, it is 1 by, omega by beta is equal to 1 by root LC. It is omega by beta, which is nothing but Vp. So here it is L into C. Omega by beta is equal to the phase velocity or the velocity of propagation. Vp is equal to, we have omega by beta, which is equal to 1 by root LC. Now we'll define the line distortion. The signal transmitted over lines are normally complex and consists of many frequency components. So for ideal transmission, the waveform at the receiving end must be same as the waveform of the original input signal. So then only we can reconstruct the signal exactly. So here the condition requires that all frequencies have the same attenuation and the same delay caused by a finite phase velocity or velocity of propagation. So here the line distortion or distortion on transmission line is usually of two types. So there are two types of distortion. First one is a frequency distortion. So here we can define the frequency distortion as it is a type of distortion in which the various frequency components of signal undergoes different attenuations. So this is when the attenuation is constant. Alpha is not a function of frequency. A frequency distortion does not exist on a transmission line. So I repeat once again, the frequency distortion, it is the type of distortion in which the various frequency components of a signal, undergoes different attenuations. So different frequencies undergoes different frequencies. Suppose F1, F2, F3 are there. So here F1 will undergo some deviation or some distortion. F2 will undergo some distortion. F3 will undergo some distortions. Three distortions are different for three frequencies. Such type of distortion is known as the frequency distortion. Next one is delay distortion. Second distortion is the delay distortion. So it is the type of distortion in which the time required to transmit the various frequency components over a line and consequent delay is not a constant when Vp, the phase velocity Vp is independent of frequency. So here the delay distortion does not exist on lines. So I repeat the definition once again. So it is a type of distortion. It is a type of distortion in which the time required to transmit the various frequency components over the line and consequent delay is not constant. It means we can send the different signals in different time intervals. So if you send the different signals in different time intervals, then the delay between the different time intervals is known as the delay distortion. Since the phase velocity Vp is equal to omega by beta, it will be independent of frequency only when beta is equal to a constant multiplied by omega. R is nothing but Vp is equal to omega by beta. If beta is constant of beta is equal to constant multiplied by some omega, then it is independent of frequency. Then Vp is independent of frequency. Then this type of distortion is known as phase distortion. It means let us assume Vp is equal to omega by beta, or beta is a multiplication of constant with some omega. Let us assume it is some 5 into omega. Omega cancel each other. Then Vp is equal to, we have 1 by 5. So it is where Vp is independent of the frequency. This type of distortion is known as the phase distortion. This is about the frequency distortion, then delay distortion and phase distortion. Now we will discuss about the distortionless line. If line parameters that allows the propagation without the distortion. If line parameters that allows the propagation without distortion is known as distortionless line. I repeat that definition. If the line parameters that allows the propagation without distortion is known as distortionless line. If there is no distortion when we propagate the signal, then we can call it as a distortionless line. And here we know that the propagation constant P, R, which is equal to some gamma, is equal to root of R plus j omega into G plus j omega C. So here if you take R common, if you take L common in the first term, and if you take C common in the first term, then we have L into R by L plus j omega, plus if you take C common here, C into G by C plus j omega, G by C plus j omega. And here if you take LC, root LC outside of the equation, P is equal to root LC into root of R by L plus j omega into G by C plus j omega. Then if we assume R by L equal to G by C. If we assume R by L equal to G by C, then the equation becomes, it is P equal to root LC into root of R by L plus J omega whole square, or P is equal to root LC into R by L plus J omega, or P is equal to root LC into G by C plus J omega. So here we can write we can express the propagation constant in two ways. So P is equal to root LC into G by C plus J omega, P equal to root LC into R by L plus J omega. And here we know that P is equal to alpha plus J beta, which is equal to root LC into R by L plus J omega, which is equal to root LC into G by C plus J omega. So here if we equate the real and imaginary parts, so where alpha is nothing but alpha is the real part, beta is the imaginary part. Therefore here alpha equal to, we can have root LC into R by L. Root LC into R by L is the real part. Therefore alpha equal to root LC into R by L, and imaginary part is B. B is equal to omega into root LC. B is equal to omega into root LC. So here if we equate the next term, it is alpha is equal to, we have root LC into G by C, root LC into G by C, or we can express it as root LC into G by C means it is root L into root L into or root G into root L by C. G into root L by C. For alpha equal to R into root C by L, or G into root L by C, and beta is equal to omega into root LC. And the phase velocity Vp is equal to, we have omega by beta, which is equal to 1 by root LC. And the characteristic impedance Z naught can be expressed as, we have Z naught equal to root R plus J omega L by G plus J omega C. So here if you take common L in the equation, L into R by L plus J omega. If you take C in a denominator, C into G by C plus J omega. And if you assume R by L equal to G by C, R by L equal to G by C, these two terms cancel each other. Then we have Z naught equal to root of L by C. Z naught equal to root of L by C. Next, in a distortionless line, all frequency components in a distortionless line, all frequency components have the same attenuation and phase velocity. So the received and transmission waveforms have the same shape, but the received wave is reduced in amplitude because of the attenuation. Suppose if the transmitted signal is like this, and the received signal is like this, which is similar in shape, but there is some difference in the amplitude. Next, so for lossless line, alpha equal to 0 and resistive component which absorb power where R and G are equal to 0. Therefore, we can substitute alpha equal to 0 and R equal to 0, G equal to 0 for a lossless line. Therefore, since alpha is independent of omega and beta, since alpha is independent of omega and beta is a constant multiplied by omega, so this is also satisfies the distortionless line, which is also satisfies the distortionless line. Hence, the lossless line is also known as a distortionless line. The lossless line is nothing but the distortionless line. So this is about the distortionless line. Then lossless line distortion and lossless line transmission. Lossless line is nothing but the distortionless line. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.